There's already 3 videos on this channel where we show options for beating Cliff and his new Aerodactyl team, covering each of its fast attacks, but it's still the fight that seems to give people the most trouble, so we'll simplify it right here. This should hopefully help you to understand even more, since we don't have the pressure of commentating a battle in real time and trying to retain your attention in a video less than 3 minutes long. The battle against Cliff's Aerodactyl will almost always be different depending on which fast attack it's using, so Aerodactyl can use Rock Throw, a rock move, Steel Wing, a steel move, and Bite, a dark move. All are obviously different types and each one kind of works differently, so again, the battle will go a different way like 8 times out of 10 depending on the fast attack that it has. If not obvious at this point, we're only going to analyze Aerodactyl first, so here we'll show some graphics that help simplify the fight. At a basic level, you want to resist the type of its fast attack while dealing super effective damage whenever you can. So let's break it down. When Cliff's Aerodactyl has Rock Throw, here are the Pokemon types that resist Rock, fighting Ground and Steel. When Cliff's Aerodactyl has Steel Wing, here are the Pokemon types that resist Steel, Fire, Water, Electric, and Steel. When Cliff's Aerodactyl has Bite, here are the Pokemon that resist Dark, fighting Dark and Fairy. Now, Aerodactyl is a rock and flying type Pokemon, so that means it takes super effective damage from Electric, Ice, Rock, Steel, and Water attacks. Also, should it be said for those who don't know, when either you or the Rocket Leader switch a Pokemon or if it faints too, and the same for whenever one of you uses a charge attack, the Team Go Rocket Leader's Pokemon will stand still for several turns, so this is time that you should only be using your fast attack to generate energy. But alright, we'll bring all of this information together now. Resist the fast attack while using moves that are Electric, Ice, Rock, Steel, or Water, and when you can use Pokemon with a double resistance to the Aerodactyl's attack, that's even better. So let's talk about your options. Well, in my Rock Throw video, I chose Galarian Stunfisk. This thing is a beast in that it has a double resistance to Rock Throw, while also having a spammy enough moveset that includes Muddy Water, a water type attack, and or Rock Slide, a rock type attack, both dealing super effective damage, and Muddy Water especially good for breaking the shields and having a chance to debuff Aerodactyl's attack stat. Klinklang is another Pokemon that can break shields while reducing the attack stat of its foes with Mirror Shot, a steel type attack, so that's going to deal super effective, and Thunder Shock is a great fast move for generating energy while also being super effective. You could also go Golem. It might not survive the whole thing unless it's powered above the Great League level caps, but it does resist Rock Throw while doing its own Rock Throw for super effective. And with Ancient Power, you actually have a small chance to buff your own attack and defense stats greatly. We're going to recommend Scrafty later since it'll be better for Bite, but it does resist Rock Throw. Now, you usually will want a bit more bulk than Scrafty for just having a regular resistance rather than double. But Lucario, that's another choice that will double resist the Rock Throw, but it won't deal super effective damage unless you have Bullet Punch as your fast attack, which most of the time won't be the case, but that's okay. Counter is actually an amazing fast move generally. It gets you a lot of energy, and it still deals neutral damage to the Aerodactyl. But now for Steel Wing. My video showcases even a Magneton getting the job done, but certainly the same can be said for Magnezone, both of which will have a double resistance to steel type attacks, while also having moves that deal super effective damage. And I also showed off Gyarados as another option when it has Aqua Tail especially, so that you can bust down those shields quicker and then deal super effective damage. Swampert, awesome Pokemon for Team Go Rocket fights in general, and in this case it resists the Steel Wing attack while having multiple options for charge moves that bust shields and do super effective damage. While Water Gun might seem enticing, this is a point where we may want to opt for Mud Shot, usually as the fast attack, because it generates a lot more energy. So rather than going for damage in that case, we're going for the ability to spam out charge moves so that the Aerodactyl won't hit us as much. I said it before, but Klinklang, yet again, it's one that I can recommend for all the reasons that we mentioned before, but now to resist the steel typing. Empoleon is an option that you can go with for double resisting the Steel Wing attack as well. Metal Claw or Waterfall could work probably. Milotic with Waterfall and Surf could work, but if you're within the Great League levels, just know that you may lose the Milotic, but otherwise it's going to help out. And so lastly, for Bite, the only Pokemon at the time of this recording that is a fighting and dark type both is Scrafty, well, and Scraggy, but this was the reason that I definitely recommended Scrafty in my video so far for Bite. It'll double resist it, which is nice, but it can also use Power Up Punch for a spammy moveset that stops Aerodactyl in its tracks, while obviously boosting your Scrafty's attack stat each time guaranteed. But some other options, a Smackdown Tyranitar is another choice you can go with. That'll resist Dark while dealing super, but I should preface that this is one that I haven't tested out myself. Togekiss could be a spicy pick, but it's another case where being above Great League is probably recommended, because Bite just comes so fast and ferociously in Togekiss Edstase's moveset is a little less fast for generating energy to spam charge moves, and this should go without saying, but it's for every single one of them. You're not going to be able to just always use this Pokemon that I'm recommending for one moveset to go against another. We've reiterated this maybe once or twice already in this video, but like Togekiss as an example, it's really not gonna like a Rock Throw Aerodactyl. But okay, Weavile with an Ice moveset is another option for those above the Great League. May not have the ability to survive below Great League level caps, but unfortunately that's another one I haven't tested out myself quite yet. I wanted to end on Poliwrath though. Poliwrath is a great choice and should actually now just kind of get a mention for being a Pokemon that actually resists every single type in the fast attacks that Aerodactyl can throw at you. And Poliwrath with Power Up Punch as well as Ice Punch, 2 charge moves, they can pair so well at breaking shields, boosting attack, and then dealing super effective damage. So break them with Power Up Punch, then use Ice Punch. But hey, should it be said or not, you can obviously also use legendaries or mega Pokemon like Mega Blastoise and Kyogre for most of all of this stuff, but I personally myself try to target people who aren't using Pokemon like that. But I will be uploading more videos on this channel to showcase more options for beating Cliff and his Aerodactyl with the whole team. But for now, click an end screen to see the full playlist as it continues to build, and thanks for viewing.